And I just wanted to take some of this shut-in time. God is doing amazing things behind closed doors, and while we are shut in, I think it's a good time for us to build our knowledge, build our understanding, and get into the Word of the Lord. And so, I want to take this opportunity to reach out to you and go over a few things with you. One of the pages I have on Facebook is the Historical Black Presence page. The Historical Black Presence is a page that begins to show us who we are in the scriptures, based on the scriptures, and begin to walk through those family names and genealogies and lineages. And so I think it's important. I think that it's critical for you to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, then you will inevitably try to hijack somebody else's identity. I think that you ought to be. I think you ought to be proud of who you are, who God has made you to be. As am I. And so let's take a look at the Word of the Lord, or at least let's take a look at the presentation, and we'll come back around. And so again, this presentation is a part of our page study, the community page study. It is called the Historical Black Presence in the Bible. And again, this is really exploring a few things that are set out before us. Now, first and foremost, I want you to know that this teaching does not teach that we are superior, but it teaches that we are significant. Again, the teachings that you will find here is not a teaching that we are superior. This teaching is simply to inform you that you are significant. Additionally, you will see things like this, throughout social media, and whether it's, on Instagram, Facebook, whether you come across it on, what is the other one, Pinterest, or a few others that are there, you'll find this kind of meme. This one says, "Who did Black people pray to before slavery?" And of course, the implication there is that we got Christianity, we got our identity through slavery. Here's another one. Another one is the Black religious okey doke, and it insinuates that slavery is the white man's religion, or should I say, Christianity created slavery, and slavery is the white man's religion. All right, let me show you a few more. The first slave ship used to enslave Africans was called Jesus. You'll see this, and again, it's intentional. This is to imply that Jesus Christ was used to enslave Africans, or to enslave African Americans. All right, I think I have, let's see, yeah, at least one more here. The first Black church started in slavery was with white supervision. Again, very, very intentional what the meme, or what the people behind these kinds of images, descriptions are trying to suggest. They're trying to build on the notion that Christianity, as you know it today, again, started in slavery, which would have been about 1619. And not only did it start in slavery, that you were passed along these teachings by slave masters, by the white supervision, even when you were permitted to have church. All right, so we're going to get into some of these things and refute some of these things just, by way. We're going to refute some of these things just by way of coming into knowledge of the scriptures themselves, what the Bible says, and who the Bible is speaking to. All right. And so stay tuned.